Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5, Wednesday, hump day.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you. Yep. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This should be an interesting show today.
Do tell why.
We got former Washington Redskins player Carl Banks coming by.
Sway, I will slash your throat and leave it on the curb.
Did he not?
Carl Banks, he played for those other teams just to finish paying his bills. Carl Banks is
What other teams?
He played for the Washington Redskins and there was other team, Packers, I believe.
Was it Green Bay Packers? Yeah, football player, NFL.
No.
Who was the last team he played for?
The Redskins.
Okay,
However,
well, that makes him a Washington Redskin.
Carl Banks is a New York Giant, two-time Super Bowl winner. He played on that big blue wrecking blue team, Sway. How dare you?
Carl Banks was a player for hire. Whoever paid the most and was willing to pay him, he would play on their team.
He made his history, though, with the New York Giants, Sway. We won 2 Super Bowls with Carl Banks.
He retired as what?
Well...
Oh,
don't do that, Sway.
Carl Banks, the Washington Redskin player, will be here today. Also, we're going to have DJ Color TV as a guest mixer. And one of the most interesting people on the internet is going to be calling in today, a man by the name of Mark Dice, who often speaks about the Illuminati.
He hates you, right?
No,
sort of, kind of.
Well, does he? No, he just,
accused you of being part of the Illuminati.
He definitely thinks I'm a puppet, and listen, in many ways, perhaps I am. Perhaps you are.
I'm not.
Perhaps Tracy is.
I would love to be.
No wonder it's paid off by the Illuminati.
I will expose all of you.
Wow.
So Mark Dice is going to be on the phone later, be featured on the show as well.
Yes.
We're going to see who's waking up with Sway in the morning. Give us a call. Last couple of days here. The year is coming to a wind-up.
What we doing Friday, though?
We're going to Atlantic City and we
baby.
party in Harris.
Yeah.
I'm coming too.
Oh, damn.
Fuck all of y'all.
Man, what happened? What happened?
I decided that I wanted my presence there, so I made it happen because I love you guys.
Jeez, all right, you're going to bring the chicken foot and all that stuff with you. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Heather B, I only play this song when I'm ready to do my push-ups, my sit-ups, my jumping jacks. Let's go to work. Come on. All right, 34 minutes into the hour. I got some good news and some bad news. Well, the good news is we all, as a collective, put a bunch of money in a pot, and Heather B went and bought us the lottery tickets to win the Mega Millions, right?
I did. I have the tickets in my pocket right now,
okay,
Sway.
You pull them out? Do you have them right now?
Hold
on 1 second here. Here, oh, there you go, Heather B. I'm going to read, read some of our numbers here.
We came close. I think we did win a couple of dollars, though. We had the Powerball number. We had 7.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
24. 66.
Right.
67.
That's where you lost.
69.
Okay.
7 was the Powerball.
Okay, so $636 million was up for grabs, and it's official that we are losers.
Aww.
That's the bad news. The winning numbers were 8, 14, 17, 20, and 39 with the Mega Ball number 7. The good news is 2 people actually won it.
Yeah.
That's not good news.
I mean, it is for him.
In Atlanta, Georgia, and I believe San Jose, California, 2 people won it.
Yeah.
But how do we split? The bigger question is, how do we split $3 by 15?
Well, here's the thing. Tracy,
Hi.
you owe me $1.
I got it.
And then I put up for Trey Famous, too. Didn't I put
No,
up for
I put up for Trey.
Okay.
I put up for Trey, OQ, Esley, a lot of people.
I put in $3.
You did.
So I put in a fifth of how much we collected.
Well, we have to split $3.
Like 20% goes to me.
Mm-hmm. We have nothing.
20% of $3 goes to me. So what's that, 60 cents?
Yeah.
All right, I get 60 cents, and then y'all can split the rest. All right?
Well,
and I want my
bad
money.
Around here.
All right? I want my money, damn it. All right, in other news, man, police said a 20-year-old Harvard student who was dreading final exams went to an extreme this week, and he created bomb threats. The way he did it was he emailed the bomb threats Monday morning with a subject that said bombs placed around campus. Now, the emails were sent through this service called Guerrilla Mail, Heather, which creates temporary and anonymous email messages. It's a way that you can hide your identity. But this Harvard student, dumbass, did not hide his identity, and they were able to trace it back to him, and now he's facing a maximum of 5 years in prison.
They should give him 50.
They should give him 50.
You don't do stuff like this, Sway. Seriously?
Yeah, well, that's probably a part of this whole affluenza theory that's been going around. And we just had my man Colin Kelo just called in, and he was upset about this case where this kid, 16 years old, Ethan Couch, he was sentenced last week to only 10 years of probation for killing 4 people. He killed 4 people in a drunken driving accident. He was drinking, underage, killed 4 people. A doctor testified that Couch suffered from affluenza, a condition a doctor said arose from the boy having received everything he wanted from his parents. Killed 4 people. And he only got 10 years probation. I want to take messages. If you think that this affluenza defense has a validity to it, or you think it's just absolutely ludicrous, call us 888-742-3345. Up next, we got a very special sports report.
Yes, it's former New York Giant champion Carl Banks.
Washington Redskins. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Heather B.
Yes.
We're going to do a special edition of our sports report today.
Tell them why.
Because we have a champion amongst us.
Two-time
champion amongst us. And 2-time NFL champion amongst us. A champion on the field as well as a champion off the field.
Yes.
Someone you could point to to your kids to read his story and find some guidance in how to live your life correctly.
I don't know about all that, but
I know. Me neither.
Do a few things anyway.
I was pushing it. It
you
right
really
there.
were.
The one, the only, Carl Banks is here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Carl, man, we were having a heated discussion because you played in the NFL for years.
Yeah.
And you played for how many different teams?
I played for 3, but I acknowledge 2.
Which one don't you acknowledge?
Washington.
Why?
That was a bad scene.
Really?
Yeah, when I left the Giants as a free agent and I went to Washington, we played them every year. But when I got there, it wasn't all good. Like, I fought literally every day in practice. Fist fight with somebody,
Really?
So
yeah.
I was never really accepted as their teammate. They still looked at me as kind of like the guy who played for the Giants that were, and we had our way with them during that period. Yeah. So when I got there, it was just a miserable experience. So.
Wow. So was Darryl Green there at that time?
Darryl Green was there. Good dude, too.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, did you fight? Because he's quick. He's lightning quick. I know he would have died at you.
Well, Darryl's cool, but Darryl's nonviolent. He'd rather talk about it than fight about it. And I came from a little different place. So.
Well, never mind what I said about your kids looking up to him.
No. It's all in sports. When the helmet comes on, it's different. Helmet comes off.
So you acknowledge Cleveland Browns?
Yeah. That was the last 2 years in Cleveland, before Cleveland moved to Baltimore, good years, and then, the Giants years are the best.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And being an expert, someone who came from the inside, and now that you're on the outside, so to speak, looking in, why are they so horrible this year?
Oh, my gosh, Sway.
That's a good question. All the Giant fans want to hear that. I think, number one, the quarterback hasn't had a good year.
Okay.
But their offensive line has not been great. So you couple that, injuries, it just hasn't been good. But I think, when you look at some of the struggles the quarterback has had, clearly some of it can be pointed towards the offensive line early. They can't protect him. He's taken a lot of hits, and I just think the accumulation of it has impacted his judgment.
Wow. So they basically what you're saying is they ended up with the wrong Manning.
No. They got the right Manning.
Okay.
That Manning has 2 Super Bowls. So, they got the right one. They just got to get the right people around him.
Go ahead, Heather. I know you want to talk.
Well, I do have to talk about this some more because every year I feel like Tom Coughlin is up on a chopping block, to say the people are not listening to him. He has no respect in the locker room. Do you think this year they're finally looking at it and maybe thinking about replacing him as the head coach?
I don't think so. I think he is he's a good coach. I think the players still connect with him. It's people on the outside. It's so interesting when you hear, and we're in a place in society where everything is alarmist and they want a public flogging or a hanging or somebody's got to go. But when you really evaluate it, he's done a good job for the team. This has been a bad year. but he's getting up there in age, still connects, but he's got a couple more years, and then they'll probably move on after that. But coaches go through it. But the fans have short memories sometimes. It's so funny. I listen to even some of my counterparts in sports media. You look at this Des Bryant thing that happened in Dallas where he storms off the field.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get it. He shouldn't have done it. He's competitive. Show me a sore loser before you show me a happy one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, okay, yeah, so he did the wrong thing. You handle that internally, but everybody in the media, something's got to be done. What do you want?
Yeah.
He's probably going to get fined.
Uh-huh.
The coach is going to tell him, don't do it again, but play as hard as you've been playing because you're the reason we have chances in this game.
Yeah.
But you'll hear people like, what do you want? You want him hung? You want him put in the middle of the 50-yard line and beat by the coach and the owner so everybody can be happy? It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. Carl Banks is here, man, former Cleveland Brown player. Former
Cleveland Browns.
It's just hate. That's hate because he's a Raider.
What happened to Raiders? Have they been good ever?
That's not what this is about,
Have
man.
they been good ever?
Yes.
Are you
like
Kenny
when I was a
Stabler
kid?
days?
They were. Yeah. When I was a
Brett
kid.
Belentikov days? Don't do this right now, Carl. That's not why you're here. You got the company G3, right?
Yes.
Apparel company G3, and you're bringing back one of the most legendary brands in sports history, Starter.
Yes.
And you got starter jackets. And this is the perfect time because these kids are going to love it. Number one, it's the holiday season. And I want to talk more about that up next, all right?
You got it.
Carl Banks is here, 888-742-3345. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, give him a call. Or if you're a New York Giants fan, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5, 52 minutes into the hour. Carl Banks is here. You know him mostly from playing with the New York Giants.
Yes.
Two-time champion, great guy. I must add that, and a smart man who took over Starter with his company G3. What made you decide to take this brand over?
It's so interesting. When you talk about kids, we were looking at it. I was a starter athlete when I played, and so I was considering doing it because we were putting together like this whole Beverly Hills Cop iconic jackets from movies.
Oh yeah, when Eddie Murphy wore
right.
it.
So we did the Axel Foley jacket, this Detroit Lions Axel Foley jacket, really limited edition. It jumped off, and so we were looking at doing some other things. So the next pack we're doing is coming to America. So when Arsenio had the Mets and Eddie had the Jets, or vice versa, right? Yeah. One of those jackets was the starter jacket. And so I'm like, heck, I wish I could get the rights to Starter. It could be cool. But I didn't know how it would go outside of like that limited edition. And I'm riding in my car, and my 17-year-old reaches over as I'm driving and shows me his iPhone. He's like, yo, you should bring these back. Like, what do you know about this?
Wow.
And it's Starter. He has like the breakaway, the satin. He's got everything. So I chuckled to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I asked him, how did you know? Do you know something? Yeah. He's like, no, I just think me and my friends have been talking about this. We're trying to find them at different stores. So I'm like, just stay tuned. And then that's when I knew I had something good. And then, I partnered with the folks at Iconics who they owned the brand, but it was trading at Walmart at the time, but not the team stuff, just basic T-shirts. And so I said, we should try to put a deal together and bring this back and relaunch it. So we did, and it's been good.
You got a licensing deal with the NFL?
I got licenses with every major league and college.
Carl's blowing up, man.
Yep.
I'm going to just start calling him a New York Giants.
Thank you, Sway. Respect that.
I'm just saying, man. He's blowing up, man. We're going to give away one of these starter jackets at the end of the sports report today. And I'm going to give you a question in a moment. Anthony from Little Rock is on the line. Say what's up to Carl Banks.
What's going on with you, Carl?
What's up, Anthony?
Not much, man. I appreciate you, bringing back the starter jackets and all that. 'Cause I remember them back when I was a kid.
Thank you, sir.
I love the clothing line G3, especially when you did that retrofitted for the jerseys that you did.
Yes, sir.
I like the film, man. I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
All right, we got Knowledge from Georgia. Go ahead. Say what's up to Carl Banks.
Hey, Carl Banks, what's going on?
What's up, Knowledge?
All right, peace. Hey, I would like to thank you for being a great player and being a part of the community, because back in New York, when you was there, you did a lot of great things when you was there. You
I
know?
appreciate
and
that.
I would just like to know, I really like to know what's up for the new year besides doing starters.
Well, we got a lot of good starter going, but we continue to do all of our NFL and college stuff. But right now, the focus is on a lot of special starter product and just making it as iconic as it was. And, it's funny, when we were at the Super Bowl, you made the comment that starter was Jordan's.
Yeah.
Before the specialness of a Jordan, that was a starter jacket. Mm-hmm. So, we want to get that, we want to reintroduce that feeling and then, introduce it to a whole new generation.
We're going to give away a starter jacket for the first person that can call and tell us what high school football team did Carl Banks play with. 888, don't say it. 888-742-3345. It's time for our sports report.
Recapping the latest in sports.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! What a game! Unbelievable! What a game! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I don't believe what I just saw!
It's Sway in the Morning Sports Report on Shade 45.
And the beat.
Yes, Sway. Well, let's start with the NFL because I have a major update in the Aaron Hernandez case. The former New England Patriot tight end has been sued by the family of the man he's accused of killing while police investigate the death of another person on the periphery of that case. Let me explain. The lawsuit alleges that Hernandez maliciously, willfully, recklessly, or by gross negligence caused Odin Lloyd to suffer personal injuries that directly resulted in his death. Now, the court filing says that unspecified damages probably exceed the value of his home, which is at $1.52 million. However, they want the real estate attachment to it, which is up to $5 million. Now, the Lloyd family also seeks a court order to keep the Patriots from paying him the additional $3 million that they owed from his contract. I'll continue with this case. There's filing notes claiming that another man has made a lawsuit against Hernandez. His name was Alexander Bradley. He alleges that Hernandez shot him in the face after they argued outside a Miami nightclub in February. Damn. Meanwhile, police are investigating another case of a Connecticut woman with ties to Hernandez. Damn. Her name was Tabitha Perry. She lived in Hernandez's hometown, which is Bristol, Connecticut. She was found unconscious, not breathing, inside of a Southington home. She died on Monday. In June, Perry survived the car accident that killed Hernandez's friend, Thaddeus Singletary III. Police say she and Singletary, who was married to Hernandez's cousin, had a child together. Perry is one of several people tied to Hernandez who have died in the past 6 months. As always, citizens, I will keep you guys posted on this.
What do you think? Like, it's a lot of people. It's a lot that's coming to light with Aaron Hernandez, but just young football players getting caught smoking weed, getting caught doing craziness, getting caught in death, criminal death cases. What do you make of this, man? Is this what is?
It's a microcosm of society.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, sports, music, or even the kid that got off of killing 4 people because he was a influencer. Yeah. It's a microcosm of society. Yeah. So, I mean, because a kid puts on a uniform or gets behind a mic, obviously there should be a little more responsibility that goes with, your new place in life, but you still came from a place in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you've got young men and ladies that are children of children in some situations. If you even go back a little bit, you got kids of crackhead generation, so there's not a lot of structure. So when you give kids, they become first-time millionaires, and all of a sudden you expect them to make decisions that, 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds make, and they don't. They're first generation.
Yeah, they're not.
Parents don't have it. You're carrying the weight for everybody. Yeah. So the decision-making for these young kids in entertainment and sports, they need more guidance, obviously.
Yeah.
But let's just see it for what it is. That you can't expect them to have sound judgment. Now, killing somebody is just not the right thing to do. Period.
There's something wrong with that.
But it's a microcosm of
of
probably
today's society. Yeah. That's Carl Banks. You know him as a former New York Giants player. Carl, I want to thank you for coming through. All right.
I got your Raiders jacket.
Can you please hand me my Raiders jacket? Because I'm wearing this Raider jacket on MTV today, on MTV Jams at 4 p.m. We have our finale show for Rap Fix. Pro Era is coming through. Lantana's coming through. D1 is coming through.
Look at that
I got my
jacket.
iconic right
so
here.
we got you that. We got you the limited edition Gamma Blue that goes with the Jordans, and then we got you a limited edition White Christmas. So because I know you're a citizen of all places.
Yes, that's
so
true.
we got a Brooklyn and we got a Knicks.
Thank you very much. And we got people on the line right now. The question was, if you can name what high school that Carl Banks played for, then you can win a starter jacket as a Christmas gift from Sway in the Morning, our Shade 45 team. We got Nitra on the line from Georgia. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
Doing well. So can you name what high school team Carl Banks played for?
It's Beecher High School.
Yeah, how'd you know? You looked it up? You Googled me?
Maybe.
Okay, well,
it's all good.
You're a winner!
Yeah!
Congratulations, Nitra. Hold on one time for me, and then people can find the starter jackets. So it's going to be in stores for Christmas. And
yes, Foot Locker.
Yep,
it's where you'll find most of the limited edition stuff, and then Sports Authority for your favorite team.
Okay, Carl, thank you for coming through,
Thank you, man.
I love you for Cleveland.
Oh, Sway.
That's not nice. Oh, by the way, are you announcing your Super Bowl party?
Oh, wow. Yes. I'm having a Super Bowl party at Carl's house. All of you are invited, all right? We got Celebrity Wire up next.
Yep, and Fred from Media Takeout, he's joining us to count down the top 5 stories of December.
Shade 45. Morning, Shade 45, 5 minutes into the hour. Interesting show today.
Great show today.
Man, that was Carl Banks, man.
I'm excited, Sway. You already know. I feel good. I got my giant burst of energy today, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest linebackers to ever play the game, man. And I was standing up to him, Heather. I didn't even back down. Did you notice that?
I didn't see that part.
You didn't see that part? When I was just like, chin up. Yo, what up, Carl? Yeah. And then he just said, yo, Sway, he just handed me a Raiders jacket.
He handed you 3 jackets.
Yeah,
Tell the
man.
truth.
Christmas is good this year. Later on in the show, Mark Dice is going to be featured on today's show.
Yep.
It's all over the internet. He talks about and exposes the theory of the Illuminati.
He doesn't like you.
I don't think he dislikes me.
What did he say about you, Sway?
I'm a puppet head or something like that. He thinks I'm a meathead and I'm dumb.
You going to challenge him?
He doesn't like me.
You going to challenge him?
Nah, another man's opinion never defines who I am.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like people who dig beneath the surface and bring things to light that rest in the darkness.
Right.
If you really understood my motive in the game, I'm just a conduit.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricky. I'm a chess player. Keep that in mind.
Pow.
Bong, all right? Fred Mwanga Gonga is here, ladies and gentlemen. He just walked in from MediaTakeout.com.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Fred? How's it been?
I'm doing well.
Yo, man. So this is our year-end wrap-up, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy year. I mean, there's been a lot of good things. There's been some not-so-good things.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been a really up-and-down year.
And what are we going to talk about today?
Well, there are a couple of deaths here. There's some births. And there's some near-death experiences, too.
Top 5 stories. MediaTakeout.com coming up. We could definitely invite your commentary. Let's play the classic. R&B and Rakim. Move the crowd. Shade 45.
Fred Mwanga Gonga. From Media Takeout on Sway in the Morning.
12 minutes into the hour. That's absolutely my favorite intro to any of our segments right there. Fred Mwanga Gonga is here. MediaTakeout.com. Fred, what up, baby?
I'm doing well.
You had a good year?
I had a really, really, really good year.
This year, did it supersede last year's metrics for MediaTakeout.com?
Yeah, in terms of traffic, I mean, we got around 160 million people over the course of the year on the site. So, I mean, it's just really been a crazy year.
Man, damn, 160 million people.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, worldwide, man. That's wow. I got to check out what we did with Sway'sUniverse.com too, man. I know it's right there.
150 million.
Maybe 150. All right, cool. Fred Mwanga Gonga, top 5 stories of the past month. What are we going to start off with?
Well, I guess, we're going to start on a not-so-good note. I mean, there were multiple deaths in 2013.
Yeah.
Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela died.
Yeah.
Those are the 2, I think, that we remember most.
Mm-hmm.
But there were also a couple of others. Remember actor Robert Chu? He played Prop Joe in The Wire. He passed this year.
Wow, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
James Gandolfini. He passed this year.
Oh, wow.
That
Sopranos, man. Damn.
Roger Ebert. Remember he was sick.
yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
And the porn star Alicia Taylor died this year, too.
Alicia Taylor passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
She's a porn star.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually big news because she had retired and then she'd gotten back in the game, and they found her and they say it's an alleged drug overdose.
If the porn industry had an Oscars, they have something.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had an Oscars, she would have had a few under her belt.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really big, huge news. I mean, we got over 1 million people logged on.
So y'all did a story about deaths, and that got a lot of traffic?
Well, yeah, I think there were a lot of different deaths out there, and they all kind of got a lot of traffic together, right? So I think Alicia, of those deaths, you would think that, Paul Walker or Nelson Mandela would get the most, but it was Alicia Taylor.
Go ahead, Tracy. You ask them.
It's just a morbid freaking world that we live in. So which one got the most hits?
It was Alicia Taylor.
Wow. The porn star.
Well, I mean, listen, she's got a huge fan base, right? So, this is big news when someone passed away. I mean, she was 27 years old. I mean, with a lot of these people like Nelson Mandela, Roger Ebert, you kind of saw it. Maybe it was coming.
So do people like jack off in commemoration?
Oh, come on, my gosh. That's so distasteful.
I don't know. I just asking.
All right, number 4, top story on MediaTakeout.com.
The number 4 top story of the year was Lil Wayne's near death. I mean, I think a lot of us forgot about that, but there was a weekend right now where we didn't know whether or not Lil Wayne was going to be alive or not. I mean, Lil Wayne, he's a huge superstar. I mean, probably one of the top 5 greatest rappers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened was he's according to
Sway,
one of the top 5 greatest ever.
Well, I mean, listen, you are probably more versed in the greatest rappers out there. I mean, if he was in my top 5, he'd make it.
Okay. Well, no, I don't knock Wayne. I'm just the raise the question. Ever.
I'm saying. I mean, I happen to like Lil Wayne.
Okay, me too. Okay, yes. Let's kick a lyric.
That's not my.
Yeah, exactly. All right, go ahead. No, Wayne's great. Wayne's
I
great.
guess I'm more of an R&B.
Definitely
kind
of this generation.
All right, yeah. Well, I think he's been, but whether or not he's top 5 or not, I mean, he's definitely big. He's a huge superstar. He's an international superstar.
Absolutely.
So I mean, the fact that he was almost dead this year, I think, is huge news. I mean, remember the way it happened is Lil Wayne. According to Lil Wayne, he suffers from epilepsy.
Yeah.
Now, other people say that it might have been some
drug-induced
narcotics that he was on, and maybe it was narcotics plus epilepsy. But whatever it was, he suffered He suffered a seizure on the set of Nicki Minaj's video. He went home and then suffered a major seizure at home. I mean, it was so bad that his mother and his children actually flew in to see him. I mean, they thought that this is the last time that they were going to see him.
Yeah. That was sad. I remember talking to him right after that. He interviewed with us with MTV. But I'm glad he's in good. It seems to be in good health now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was our top 5 and number 4 story. We're going to come back with our top 3 of the year for MediaTakeout.com with Fred Mwanga. 15 minutes into the hour, Shade 4-5. No, you're right. Yeah, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. We're in the middle of a special edition of Celebrity Wired with Fred Mwanga from MediaTakeout.com. And we're going over the top 5 stories in the past year for MediaTakeout.com. Number 5 was?
The many multiple deaths of 2013, including Paul Walker and James Gandolfini, Roger Ebert, and porn star Alicia Taylor.
Okay, number 4 was?
Lil Wayne's near-death experience.
Okay, we're going to keep moving. Our number 3 top story of the past year with MediaTakeout.com is?
The number 3 top story of the year was Miley Cyrus and her crazy twerking performance at the MTV VMA.
Twerk, Miley, twerk.
Yeah, I remember that, man.
Yeah, you were in the building, right, Sway?
Yeah, I was right behind her.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was right on the side of her watching. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'll just be honest. I think she's a great artist.
No, come on.
Did you listen to the album?
I did.
You didn't think that was a good album?
No.
Really? She can't? You don't think she can sing?
No.
You don't think she's entertaining on stage?
No.
Yeah, hater.
Okay.
No, I'm not hating. I just think that there's it's totally prepackaged.
Well, not the VMA performance. Have you seen her in concert?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay, you got to see her in concert.
But I mean, I've seen her act ratchet in videos. I've seen her act ratchet in that Santa Claus performance that they had. I've seen her just. I mean, it's like a big ball of ratchetness. And I mean, maybe there's talent behind all that, but it's hard to get through it when you just looking at some crazy, white girl twerking on stage.
Well, I didn't. Her ass was not appealing to me whatsoever. But I do enjoy a Miley. I went with my daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? I went and all those kids love her.
But don't you feel a little kind of way? I mean, you got your daughter looking, and this girl is twerking on stage, and and smoking weed like that. I mean, her audience is not like 20-year-olds; they're like 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
right?
I would feel some type of way if it was my daughter twerking and smoking weed, definitely. But my daughter has enough sense to know that if that was to happen, life wouldn't be so long. So, all right. That was the number 3 top story of the past year. Number 2 top story of the past year on MediaTakeout.com is?
The number 2 top story of the year is Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian's crack-filled divorce drama.
Wow.
Bum, bum, bum.
Remember, I mean, the beginning of the year, it started out Lamar and Khloe, the nice couple together, and then you find out that he's cheating on her. Then you find out he's smoking crack, and then she cuts him off and divorces him.
Allegedly.
Well, that's not really allegedly. I mean, they saw him smoking crack. There was a woman that she saw him smoking crack. She admitted herself to smoking crack. She actually was in the hotel room with him smoking crack. And Lamar Odom all but admitted that, he had drug issues. So, I mean, this is real life. And the interesting part is you got to see it live on TV. Not live, but during
play
that
out.
Kardashian.
You got to see it play out, right?
Well, Fred, if I may interject, we also got to see, which I feel is the reason for the divorce, our very own Sway squeeze Chloe's butt while she was here. He didn't like Miley's butt, but he sure loved Chloe's.
I will say that allegedly, Lamar did not start smoking crack until he saw Sway grabbing his wife.
Yes, Sway, allegedly.
So, Sway, allegedly, you're the cause of this whole
divorce.
Come on, man. That's just it's just so not true. I mean, I did squeeze her ass, but the rest of the
she let you though. She wanted you to. No, because you asked her, was it real? And she was like, yeah.
Touch it, daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't blame you for doing it.
Yeah.
But Lamar Odom and the Lakers and, his crack dealer, they all might blame you.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, that was number 2. You guys want to comment on any of these stories, give us a call, 888-742-3345. Up next, the number 1 story of the past year on MediaTakeout.com.
Yeah.
26 minutes into the hour. Fred Mwanga Gunga's here. Top 5 stories on MediaTakeout.com. Number 5 was...
the many multiple deaths of 2013, including Paul Walker, Nelson Mandela, and James Gandolfini.
Okay. Number 4 was...
rapper Lil Wayne almost died this year.
Okay. Number 3 was...
Miley Cyrus and her crazy-ass twerking performance on the VMAs.
We got Finesse from Houston on the line, man. What do you think about that Miley Cyrus, and what do you think of Miley in general?
What's up, Sway? What's up, Heather and everyone else?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Tracy D. I honestly think I don't fault Miley. I think Miley is doing her thing right now. I think it's up to the parents. A lot of these parents let their kids believe that these artists are role models, but what makes these artists is their individuality. And if you teach your kids about individuality, they don't have to be like anyone else, then they become these great people. Don't let these artists teach your kids.
There it is. That's what I'm saying, man. I went and watched Miley with my daughter. She's still good.
Well, but I mean, don't you think the people are just pushing the limits? I mean, when we were younger, there were people that were out there kind of doing risque things. But you got to wonder, what is your daughter's daughter going to be watching?
Man, dude, you trying to say my daughter's having sex?
No,
okay,
man,
I'm not. Okay, all right. Okay, we on to our number. That was our number 3.
Yeah, that was number 3.
Our number 2 top story on MediaTakeout.com is
Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian's crack-filled messy divorce.
All right, we got Robert from Tennessee on the line. Rob, what you want to say, man?
Hey, what's up, Sway? I want to say good morning to you and Heather B.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good
You
morning.
know what I'm saying? Hey, but since Heather B. is blaming you for the divorce, man, I saw the interview on Sway's Universe where you grabbed her butt.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed it more disrespectfully since you're the cause of everything. You know what I'm saying?
But you saw it was an experiment type thing. It wasn't even like it was like a different kind of probe.
But,
right.
She is a married woman, though, Sway. I mean, it wasn't like she's also a respectable woman. This is a married, respectable. This isn't like a porn star or a video vixen. This is a reality star. I mean, she's a businesswoman. You wouldn't just go grabbing any old businesswoman's butt.
If the businesswoman came on a show that's videotaped every day and shown to millions across the internet and a microphone that reaches millions across the satellite, and told her and bragged about their new body and all the work they did to put in it, and that her butt is real, contrary to rumors around the blogs and blogosphere, and invite you to touch it. You wouldn't touch it to see if it's real, not for no perverted,
I mean, I would touch it, but I'm saying
Okay.
you got to suffer the consequences.
Our number one top story of the year.
The number one top story of the year is without a doubt the birth of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's baby Nora.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that was, remember, two parts to it, right? Remember, he just had announced it at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So we got to see the baby bump. We got to see her walking around. We got to see her wearing her crazy outfits. And then we got to see her give birth to the beautiful baby Nora.
And that is one beautiful child.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she's adorable. And I'm happy for Ye. You know what I mean? To have that type of foundation in his life, especially after all he's gone through, losing his mom recently, and now he has his birth of a child. I'm happy for both of them. I hope that works out well for them. I saw videotape of her pushing the baby in a baby carriage, in public, and she and her sister got swarmed by the paparazzi, and it seemed like she was the level-headed one.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kim is more used to the paparazzi than her sisters. I mean, she's been in the public eye for the last 5 years. I mean, paparazzi have been all around her. So she knows, I think, a little bit more than most how to deal with that situation. Her sisters, they get it too, but not to the same level as Kim. I mean, she's really doing, remember too, after this birth, you look at Kanye West, he's become a lot more focused about business. I mean, he spazzed out a little bit, but he's been basically talking about how serious he is about business, more as important to him as businesses are. Kim Kardashian has kind of took it down a notch. I mean, a lot of the crazy stuff she was doing isn't really happening. So I think you're seeing a lot of really good changes for the two of them. Hopefully that'll continue in 2014, and we're not going to see any mess.
Okay, seeing growth. Fred Mwanga Ganga, it's been a great year, man.
Yeah, it's been a great year for me. It's been a great year for you. I mean, you had a bunch of different things. There's been some honorable mentions on the list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you grabbing Chloe's butt. I mean,
come on.
That was an honorable mention.
Okay.
And you and Kanye West, I mean, to me, that was probably one of the biggest moments of the year.
Yeah?
Yeah, because remember, I think there were so many people out there that really just wanted to just grab Kanye and just kind of shake him. And you were our surrogate. You did to Kanye what I think a lot of people wanted to do. Which is just to
threaten him?
Just to regulate him. You know what I mean? Just to let him know, to regulate him and just be like, dude,
hi, Fred.
Do it again.
Hi, Fred. How you do that? Hi.
Thank you, man. Hey, man, it's always an honor to make it on any of your lists on MediaTakeout.com. That means something is happening.
Yeah.
All right, Fred Mwanga Ganga, ladies and gentlemen. Check out MediaTakeout.com. Up next, man, we got a Brooklyn native that's in here. The one, the only DJ Color TV, ladies and gentlemen. Hey!
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Now, everybody is, I know you get this all the time, wants to know, where did this name come from? What does it mean?
Yeah, everybody asks. Well, I always liked the old school kind of rap and folk music that was kind of afraid of technology and computers and televisions, and you hear it in the songs, like, they want a color TV or they're afraid of computers. So the technophobia is kind of where the name spurred out from.
Technophobia. Yeah. Wow. And I'm a technophobic to some extent. I don't like a lot of technology around me anymore. When I was younger, I loved it. Now I just like to go brain dead and be in tune with nature.
Yeah, that's good too.
That's good too. Thank you, man. Color TV. Now you started at nycelectro.com, correct?
That's correct.
And what is that about?
Well, it's basically a DJ-centric blog site where I, do reviews on equipment and also put out, mixtapes, talk about parties that are going on around the city. Actually just started, got one more writer on, DJ Ease. He's going to be writing with me.
Yep.
Which will be helpful because it's pretty much all me right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I can talk about DJing all day long, so I figured I'd start a blog and talk about it there.
There it is, man. All right, well, look, man, this your Twitter address is DJ Color TV. To all our citizens that are tuned in right now, he's about to entertain you. And, man, have a good time. It's only the world tuned in, okay?
Only the world,
right? No reason to be nervous. It's DJ Color TV. put up technical difficulties. See, this is why I'm a technophobe. You know, 'cause you cannot rely on technology sometimes. The robots are taking over the world.
That's right.
Okay. This is actually a part of the routine. All right.
It switches quick though.
Yeah. Want to try it again, or we go down and come back here? Yeah. We're going to play a song, and we'll come right back. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5, DJ Color TV. All right, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5, man. DJ Color TV, get that man a round of applause.
Yeah.
What's up?
Man, you put a lot of thought and energy into that mix. First and foremost, I want to say I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
You know, having this opportunity to showcase your skills to the world is rare, and a lot of people take it lightly. You're a true DJ in every sense of the word. For that, you deserve a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Color TV. What's next for you?
Thank you. What's next for me?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of gigs coming up. You know, end of the year, it's always busy.
Okay.
Going to Miami for the Winter Music Conference.
Okay.
Gonna be up over there doing the DJ competition again.
All right.
Got third place in 2012.
I remember that.
Got second place in the Rock and Soul DJ competition that just happened. Should have got first. Got robbed.
No, they robbed you, bro.
I know.
All right. But then people want to reach you. How can they reach you?
You can get at me pretty much all the social media at DJ Color TV /DJ Color TV. You know, YouTube, SoundCloud /DJ Color TV.
Okay.
Facebook /DJ Color TV.
DJ Color TV. Okay,
Yeah,
that's okay. I get it, man. Okay.
It's a unique name.
All right.
So you know you can. I got all the URLs, so it's good. NYC Electro, check me out there.
All right, man. Thank you for coming through, man. We got to do it again at the turn of the year. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, DJ Color TV, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, maybe one of the most interesting conversations we had to date, Heather B.
I know it.
DJ Wonder and yourself have often linked other artists, pop stars, to the Illuminati. Ooh. A secret society that some believe exists.
Illuminati got my mind, soul, and my body.
And others do not necessarily.
That's right.
All right. Well, we got a person who's an expert at this, who's even accused me of perpetuating this Illuminati mentality.
Yep.
In society.
Yep.
He's going to be on the show with us today, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoy watching his video clips because they're very enlightening.
Yeah.
The one, the only.
Mark Dice
is here. You got any questions about the Illuminati? 888-742-3345, Shade 45.
I am a diligent researcher of these things for a long time, and the one thing that I definitely am almost close to sure about is, you know, that whole agenda is so much bigger than what we can possibly imagine or fathom just from science alone, the ability that they might be able to control the way we think. The last thing they're going to need is some rappers' dialect on a beat to influence anything out here, because it's just so far beyond that.
That's Busta Rhymes right there, Heather B.
I know it.
This was a question I asked to Busta Rhymes on Rap Fix that I do every week on Wednesday at 4 p.m. on MTV Jams. And it's where we like to have all the rappers on every level, independent, under the radar, mainstream rappers come and just have honest conversation.
Of course.
And one of the conversations that I thought to trigger up was the whole theory that a lot of the bigger rappers are a part of the secret society called the Illuminati. And there's a person, Mark Dice, who actually has a book, Illuminati in the Music Industry, that I guess attempts to prove that this theory is true.
Right.
It's not just theory, it's fact. That certain people reach certain pinnacles of success based on their involvement in perpetrating the rules and the laws of the Illuminati. We got Mark Dice on the phone with us right now. Mark, what's up? How you doing?
Good morning, Mark.
Thanks for having me, guys, and it's incredible, Busta Rhymes. He's almost certain that they don't use rappers to influence society, yet Jay-Z's out there campaigning for Obama to get the message out to reach people that don't read the news. Jay-Z, of course, wearing an Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt, satanic credo sweatshirt. Yeah, nothing suspicious going on there.
But Mark, hold up, man. First of all, explain to people what the Illuminati is. This has been heavy in the public's conversation for a few years now, and most people don't know what it is. When did it start, and what does it actually do? What is it?
The Illuminati is the secret society that runs the world. They are the Luciferian satanic controllers. It's a mafia that has been in control for thousands of years. It's an extension of the ancient priest class from Egypt and Greece. So you look back in history, the priests would declare that they themselves were gods. The ancient pharaoh thought that he was a god. By keeping the people ignorant and uneducated, the people didn't know any different. So he was God on earth to them. And so when we're talking about the Illuminati, we're talking about really the modern extension of that. Adam Weishaupt, this guy in Germany back in the late 1700s, formulated a plan to take over all of the pinnacles of power in society. Any position that was used to have power or influence, the banking industry, the media,
religion too, right? Religion too, the Catholic Church?
Yeah, the Jesuits, etc. That's why the Catholic Church didn't want people to have Bibles, because they're a modern-day extension of the Pharisees. Jesus wanted people to understand how God works, but then the Pharisees didn't want that. The Vatican didn't want that. That's why they take Jesus' message, packaged it up, hid it, twisted it around through the Jesuits. So this modern Illuminati phenomenon that we're seeing in the music industry is quite interesting. That's why I appreciate you having me on, because we're seeing a rash, as you know.
Well, you called me. You said I'm an illuminist, so I'm just trying to find out.
You're an illuminist. I said you're working for mind control television, for MTV. This just porta potty pop star, just pushing this noise pollution. I mean, seriously, bro.
Hey, but Mark, aren't you happy that I have a job though?
Well, when you're pimping out people like Eminem and Rick Ross and these just dirtbags, yeah, let's have a guy that's posing as a real drug dealer, Rick Ross, Pig Ross, pimping out
come on, Mark.
as being cool. Yeah, let's support Miley Virus, who's promoting ecstasy and cocaine use. That's really what we want in America. We wonder why this country's falling apart. It's because people mimic these Illuminati idols.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay, let me ask you. I'm gonna let you get it all off, but let me ask you this. What proof do you have that any of these artists are a part of the Illuminati, and do you think they're conscious of it? I want you to answer that up next. And if you want to talk with Mark Dice, he has a new book, Illuminati in the Music Industry, 888-742-3345. That's up next, Mark. Dice is on the line with us. Illuminati in the Music Industry. It's the name of the song. It's the name of the book that he has written. And we're talking about the ties between the Illuminati, this modern phenomenon, as he put it, and pop culture in the music industry. And one of the questions I wanted to know from you, Mark, is do you have proof, like hard, concrete proof, that any of these artists that you name, from Jay-Z to Miley Cyrus to Rihanna to Kesha, are members of this secret society?
You know, to make it clear, the Illuminati consists of billionaire Bilderberg banksters, the media moguls who own this media. These are willing servants. These are Illuminati icons, willing servants of Satan. I mean, the reason why Kanye West is saying he's a god is because that's what Satan teaches you, is that you are a god. That's the big secret of the secret society. So the Illuminati is a satanic Luciferian society planning the New World Order, preparing for this arrival of their Antichrist Illuminati false Messiah. And we have these willing servants, these puppets, like Kanye Pest, who's pimping out these satanic symbols. I mean, seriously, bro. Listen, why do you think he gave Jay-Z a golden human skull for his chamber of reflection?
Because it was symbolized wealth and success, and maybe he just liked the way the skull looked.
Yeah, I guess Jay-Z wearing his Aleister Crowley sweatshirt. You know who Aleister Crowley is? I mean, he wrote books about how to murder children and says you get satanic magical power from it. I mean, that's who you want to be advertising. That's who you want to be. But let me ask
you: Do you believe that a guy who was born in Marcy Projects, who came from a life of crime and selling drugs and made good and became a legitimate businessman, can be like that would be a part of the Illuminati knowingly?
Well, I mean, look at all these people, Kesha, all these guys using their symbols.
But Mark, what I'm asking you,
the system works, bro.
Do you feel like you think they're conscious of these symbols being a part of the Illuminati, and they know exactly what they're perpetuating? This theory?
Yeah, because the symbols represent power, bro. I mean, come on. We've got Drake using the Bohemian Grove symbol, the owl, it's the same logo. We've got Kesha's just using satanic upside-down pentagrams. I mean, the Illuminati is satanic. Kesha's just a satanic singing skank that's white trash.
Come on, Mark.
I can't believe these people. I mean, seriously, she is promoting Satanism to her preteen fans. You can't say that her character is not rotten to the core. You know, Aristotle said if you listen to the wrong kind of music, you will become the wrong kind of person. What do you think it's doing to your brain when you're just listening to garbage like Eminem?
Hold up, man. We're on Eminem station. You can't say that. Don't do that, man. Come on, man. Man, Mark, you hurt Mark. All right, we got Reggie on the line from Dallas. Reggie, you have a question?
Oh, yes, man. I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Sway, because you're the only musical leader who have somebody like this guy on your station talking about the Illuminati, man. So thank you in the first place for even having the guy on the radio station.
Yeah.
But, the thing I want to say, man, is I agree with him to a certain extent. These music artists are taking us in a direction that I don't think is a positive direction, but I don't think you can say that they're in an Illuminati. I just think they don't have Christian values that we're used to, They're starting to become atheistic, but I don't believe that they're controlled by some secret society, They just,
okay, thank you, Reggie.
Don't have the values.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
You know, Edward Bernays, the father of modern-day propaganda and public relations, wrote in his book that whether in the sphere of politics or business or in social conduct or ethical thinking, we are dominated by a relatively small number of people, a fraction of the 120 million who understand the mental processes, social patterns of the masses. It is they who pull the wires, control the public mind, who harness old social forces and contrive new ways to bind and guide the world. People mimic their celebrity icons. They worship them as gods and goddesses. And it's clear to see that people mimic the dress, the attitude. They change and shape the culture. And they're poisoning the culture. Illuminati is satanic. We got dirtbags like Lil Wayne keeping women locked up in cages.
Come on, man. Mark, let me ask you this question. In Illuminati, in its history, they believed in blood sacrifices. Correct. Do you believe that to be an Illuminati, you've had to have made a blood sacrifice, and that's what these artists have done?
No, I don't. It gets a little bit crazy because we start looking in this Illuminati stuff. I mean, you got so many morons out there just their brains have become mush from the mainstream media that every time a celebrity dies, they think that they were murdered by the Illuminati. So I separate the facts from the fiction. One of my most popular books is The Illuminati Facts and Fiction. So many people just believe the Illuminati's behind everything. It's a sign of our culture. People have become so mentally enslaved that they have really no reasoning capacity, and that's why some of my YouTube videos, I'm able to get people to sign petitions to repeal the Bill of Rights because I say that Obama wants you to do it.
Well, okay, I got Blaze on the line from Chicago. Go ahead.
What's up, Sway, man? Love your show, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Dice? How you doing, man? Just wanted to say that, first of all, he has a valid point to a certain degree, despite the name calling about all these artists, but from what I read, blacks can't be in Illuminati. They can only be in the Boule. Another thing is,
wait, hold up. Okay, how do you, and hold your second question, Blaze. How do you feel about that, Mark?
Well, I mean, the Illuminati has destroyed African American culture.
I agree with that, man.
Okay, I mean, they've taken it and perverted it, and that's why symbols like Rick Ross, who's a fake name, a stage name, stolen from the real Rick Ross coke dealer, and here we have people idolizing a guy who portrays himself to be a drug dealer, sitting on a Baphomet throne. Baphomet's an Illuminati satanic symbol. That's keeping the black culture. He's perpetuating the very worst aspects and stereotypes of the African American community. These dirtbags.
So to his question, can people of color be a part of Illuminati?
Absolutely, yeah, but
Okay.
on lower levels, and they're more servants. These entertainers aren't in the Illuminati. These are puppets, posers. These are willing servants of Satan, just putting out their godless garbage. These noise-polluting pop stars.
Hold on, man. Mark!
I love it.
All right, Blaze, who was your second question?
The second one is, I mean, like I said, I do agree to a point because I watch some of these
I just
videos.
need the question. Just give me the question.
Yeah. Why is it that the videos that these artists make does not match the song, and why does everybody throw up the rock sign, whether they're actors or actresses, and they're not even part of rock, and that little and they cover their eye all the time in these videos and do all these other symbols with their fingers.
Okay, Mark, I want to get your response to that up next. Mark Dice is here, the author of the book Illuminati in the Music Industry. You got any questions? 888-742-3345. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. We got Mark Dice on the line with us, the author of the book Illuminati in the Music Industry. We've just established that the Illuminati, in theory, was formed around, 1776, was it, Mark?
That's when Adam Weishaupt modernized it. So that's what we call the Bavarian Illuminati. Bavaria is a state in Germany where he formulated the rules and the plans to modernize the ancient secret societies, this secret modern mafia, by taking over the banking system, secretly controlling the political sphere. And that's why we have groups like the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, these phony Illuminati front groups that act as a shadow government that influence our country's foreign policy and lead us into these bogus wars. That's why we have this, the Illuminati-controlled mainstream media. I mean, we're talking about entertainment, but really the core of it is the banking industry and the media, the hard news agencies, where they just tell lies and can propagandize through Operation Mockingbird, an admitted CIA program where the CIA was paying $1 billion a year under the table in cash to all major heads of major media under the table, off the record, to act as propagandists and gatekeepers. This was discovered in a 1975 congressional hearing. That proves the CIA was manipulating our mainstream media. So when we're talking about they control the media, if you control the media, you can control the message. And Adam Weishaupt, the Illuminati founder, knew how to do that. And we've seen it grow and grow into today's mainstream, as I call the urine stream music media.
The urine stream. All right, well, this is what I want to ask you, too, because one of our callers had a valid question. And he talked about the videos that we see and the symbolism in some of the videos, and he once specifically talked about the rock sign, the diamond sign, that, in hip-hop, that is something that's very well known and popularized by Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Rockefeller Records. And people think it's some type of luminous symbolism, and when people cover their eyes in their videos, these are boys who came from Marcy Projects. When you see these things in these videos, Mark, how do you know that these people, maybe they just like diamonds, the mineral?
Now,
maybe to them that's a symbolism of success, and it has nothing to do.
Now, I'll give it to you. Some people read a little bit too much into symbols and hand signs and things, but the reason that we're seeing a rash of clear, all-seeing eye symbolism, Baphomet symbolism, pyramids, sun symbol, clear occult, Masonic, Illuminati symbolism, many of these stars are knowingly wrapping themselves in these symbols because they represent power. And that's why the gangster rap genre was so popular, because people want power. People want money, wealth, and that's, unfortunately, mainstream hip hop has been perverted and just. But
what's wrong with earning cash? I mean, you're selling a book. You're becoming very popular. You're part of the mainstream media too, the mainstream zeitgeist. You're selling a book. You're Mark Dice. You do news shows. You do correspondent work. What makes you different?
Well, unlike people like Rick Ross and Miley Virus, I'm not promoting cocaine and ecstasy use to young preteen fans who are very impressionable and look up to these celebrities. So we're seeing, I want to finish my point about this Illuminati symbolism. We have so many stars that pose as gangsters, these phony, studio gangsters trying to portray this image as a big hardcore gangster street thug and all this. So now we're seeing an extension of that, as they're not just posing as gangsters and mafiosos. They think that, I'm an Illuminati mafia, because what's more powerful than the Illuminati mafia?
But when Robert De Niro plays a gangster or Al Pacino plays a gangster or when we watch these movies, why you don't call those people out? Because a lot of these rappers are just creating personas. They're actors. That's not like they don't go home and they're not doing these things. And some of the stuff is just so unbelievable. It's fantasy. So
tell that to some 10-year-old kid that's growing up that doesn't know any different.
Tell that to. But what I'm saying is, do you say the same thing to Hollywood?
Bro, I'm a media critic. I'm a pop culture critic. Anybody that's a demonic dirtbag, I'll just expose what they're doing. Yeah. And coming from, being a kid that used to party a lot and do some really bad stuff, I see the path that leads to. And you can't deny that these icons don't influence negatively these people. Look at the Bobo doll experience. For people to say, oh, it's just entertainment. Hold on,
Mark, hold up. I've been to the United Nations. Right, and I moderated a panel discussion with Jay-Z and another person who helped build clean water wells all throughout Africa. Okay,
and a lot of Italian mafia men who would go and murder people would be good community men too. So
I don't know about them. I'm just saying I know the work that this particular person has done, and I've also seen his success inspire a lot of people who are living a life of crime to legitimize themselves and go into business for themselves. It's something to be said about that, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if an Italian mafioso is going and killing people.
I'm talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about we're talking about rap. I don't know
if you think that balances out their karma, then more power to it. I'm just calling it like I see it, bro.
Okay.
I mean, you can't deny the influence that it's not just entertainment, bro. If that was the case, then why do we have songs? Macklemore and Ryan Lewis trying to do social change for for gay rights. We have people, Mandela and the overthrow of the apartheid. We had a bunch of bands, Bono and a bunch of guys got together and inspired people to. So the music inspires change. And my point is, what are artists like Kesha, Lil Wayne, Lady Gag Me, these people? What kind of change are these people inspiring?
Wait, Mark. Go ahead.
Okay, Mark,
this is Heather B.
Hey, Mark. All right. So you list people like Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Bono, A$AP Rocky, Madonna, all being a part of this. They're all rich and successful. Is there anybody, in your opinion or fact, that's out here that's successful and powerful that you feel that's not a part of it, that just got it on their own steam?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. See, people give the Illuminati too much credit. I mean, there's a lot of good artists
that
have great talent. Oh, Carrie Underwood. You go back, Bob Marley, Chuck D, Public Enemy. All of these guys. KRS-One. You don't need to do this. It's just it muddies the water. There's so many people that have this just puke agenda.
Okay, Mark, I got to take some phone calls. Okay, we got Hollow on the line from Kentucky. What would you like to say to Mark Dice?
Man, get this SpongeBob SquarePants ass nigga off the fucking radio. It's common sense. Money runs every fucking thing. These people work hard and grind hard just like you do, just like this motherfucker trying to get this book. Don't buy the fucking book. Go invest in your own self. Don't listen to this nonsense. What it is media putting nonsense on the radio like this motherfucker right here. Get his ass off the fucking air.
Thank you, Holla. for you.
Yeah.
How do you
I wonder when the last time he's read a book. He's got such great language skills there.
Oh, man. Oh, come on, man. That's
wow.
He obviously Holla, call back. Nick from Dallas. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, man. I'm doing all right. Hey, Mark's got it kind of twisted, man. Look, I come from a family of Freemasons, the Mandrell brothers from way back. If you want to know anything, Mark, go back and look at the Mandrell brothers back in Oklahoma. They're part of the biggest organization, which they do protect the Illuminati. That's been known. But if you look back, the Masons were founded by basically racism, which protect the Illuminati. They only let black people in, but they would only let them get to the 5th degree. Then finally, black people went off and they went on their own and went and did simple. Look, how is it that black people can be a part of the Illuminati, which is supposed to be so big, but also a part of the Freemasons, which is racism is a mug in just a little nutshell? But yes, they do. The Illuminati does run the freaking government. They run everything.
So what are you saying, Nick?
I'm saying there's no way Jay-Z or anybody else that could be a part of the Illuminati, man. Jay-Z might be, okay, he might be a spokesman for it. You know what I'm saying? It might get some money. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't sell that? You know what I mean? If they're going to get paid for it, heck yeah, I'd sell it. You know what I mean? But, nah, Jay-Z, definitely not Eminem, dog. And Eminem's for Robs? Come on, dog.
Go ahead, Mark.
That's why I don't say they're not in the Illuminati. The Illuminati is the Bilderberg Group, the Federal Reserve frontman, the mainstream media moguls. These are willing servants. These are Illuminati puppets. These are just tokens that if they can be replaced at any time. And they know how the system works. They know how the invisible empire operates. They know.
You really believe that rappers like A$AP Rocky knows how the invisible empire works?
He's a puppet.
But what you're saying, Mark, is that you saying he knows how the invisible empire work. You think he?
When you get
I know.
Like Jay-Z's level, yeah. The Kanye pest. They know how. I'm sorry, Kanye West. I hope you're tuning in, Kanye. How you doing, buddy? Baphomet worshiping bimbo.
Okay, all right, man. Come on, man. Okay, all right, man. We're gonna take more of your calls. 888-742-3345. You also accused Tupac of being a part of Illuminati. We'll find out why up next. Morning Shade 45, Illuminati in the music industry, written by Mark Dice. It's a book that we're talking about, and I wanted to have Mark on the show because Mark actually posted a couple of my interviews on his site,
right,
on his page, and I thought it was interesting. And a lot of these things have been in a conversation for a couple years now, especially in hip hop. And Mark, let me ask you a question. People can get this book now if they want it.
It's not available in stores because I'm a little too controversial to have a big distributor, but it's in paperback on Amazon.com, or you can get it in any of your e-readers, Kindle, iBooks, Nook, coming soon to Google Play.
How do you feel about people who feel like what you say is trash?
Well, they're obviously making an assessment based on the limited information that they have. I mean, my book, 2011, Big Brother, The Orwellian Nightmare Come True, got laughed at when I said exactly what was going on with the NSA spying, and now it's mainstream headline news. I have the facts. I have the sources. I have the documents. I separate the facts from the fiction, and all you need to do is open your eyes. And, Aristotle said if one listens to the wrong kind of music, he will become the wrong kind of person. Mm-hmm. Martin Luther King said, judge a man based on the content of his character. And the character of most of these pop stars is rotten to the core.
But a lot of cases in hip-hop music, because I feel like you do know the surface of a lot of these artists, but I'm not quite sure how in-depth you have gone into their music and their work. I mean, I don't know how many A$AP Rocky albums you've heard to accuse him of being a knowing participant of this Illuminati theory. And so is it possible that you could be off when it comes to these artists? Have you considered the fact that some of the things you're reading into their messaging in terms of the stories that they told about how they got to this point, and perhaps they're not no longer in that mentality? Could that be a little bit off?
When Miley Virus is singing about dancing with Molly and waiting in line for a line to snort some coke in the bathroom, I mean, I don't see how I'm misinterpreting that. Even Entertainment Weekly said, that she's singing about snorting coke. So, no, I mean, A$AP Rocky, has a what looks to be like a cocaine satanic upside-down pentagram. Rihanna's dancing on the floor looking like a whore in a circle.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
Okay,
no, not Rihanna. You cannot. I got to stop it there. Not Rihanna, man. Stop bad-mouthing the artist, bro. Let me tell you what happens when you do that. You take away, it makes everything seem like it's a spectacle. You take away from the point that you're trying to make. Miley Virus, calling Rihanna these names. That makes you look bad. That doesn't make you look any better trying to get this message across, even though that's how you feel. There's a lot of people that are hearing this for the first time, and I'm not sure if this is how you want to usher in your message. Tracy G, go ahead.
Mark Dice kind of reminds me of Edward Snowden. And we know Edward was the NSA whistleblower, and Mark is kind of like the Illuminati whistleblower, which makes me think, has anyone ever tried to threaten your life?
You know, I don't really acknowledge some of the shady things that go on behind the scenes because, for obvious reasons, it just encourages more. But you know what? With God for me, who dare be against me? So I'm not really too worried. I'm not afraid to die. I don't really talk about the downside because I focus on the upside, and that's just shining the light of truth on these Luciferian losers. And the effect of, you know, before the break, you had mentioned something about Tupac. And what's interesting is a lot of people think that Tupac...
well, you know what? I decided I didn't want to go into that one on air. We'll do that off air.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we're going to do that one off air.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson says music is the strongest form of magic. You know, we got Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan, writing in his book that, quote, many of you have already read my writings identifying television as the new god. There is a little thing I neglected to mention up until now. Television is the major mainstream infiltration for the new satanic religion.
What do you think about the internet?
Well, the Internet's powerful. That's why we're able to spread this message and counter the mainstream. And my message is growing. My fan base grows every day. It's just incredible because people are suspecting, wait, what is going on? Why are these, DJ Yellow Wolf calling these guys out, calling the Illuminati posing the wackest trend in hip-hop, because people are seeing this and they're wondering, like, wow, what's going on? I mean, one of these popular women just came out with an article about the pornification of pop culture with people like Lady Gaga now bringing R. Kelly back, R. Smelly, back into the limelight. Do what you want with her body. I know what R. Kelly probably would want to do with it.
Come, Mark. How successful have you been at selling these books? Are you a millionaire without telling?
Bro, I live in kind of a ghetto, small studio apartment. I haven't made much money. I don't really care, man. It's the message. It's, at some point you put the kingdom of heaven first and these things will come to you, and that's what I'm doing. So if the Lord wants to bless me with those blessings, then it will come. But no, man, people on surface, I look pretty successful with all the shows I've been on.
But here's the thing, at some point, you're reaching this mainstream visibility now. You're on Shade 4-5, man. The world is going to hear you. You're rising up the corporate ladder now. Your stature is you're becoming a celebrity in yourself. Eventually somebody's going to say you're part of the Illuminati, or you're at least a part of the message if they haven't said it already, if you base it on a person's success.
It's not based on the success. It's based on the message that they spread, the content of their character. I mean, seriously, what are these artists promoting when they're promoting drug abuse, sexual immorality, just disgusting, depraved, Lil Wayne keeping women locked up in cages in his video Love Me? I'm serious. In the video Love Me, he has women locked up in cages. They're bathing in blood. He has devil horns.
Okay, man. All right.
What is that doing to your brain?
Okay, Giuliani is in Mississippi. Go, Giuliani. Say hello to Mark. Go ahead.
It's Jelani.
Jelani, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, the Illuminati is pretty much just like, anything else, the Bible, the Mafia. If you weren't there, we really don't know everything about it. All we can do is, people in our time, is speculate. But now these type of things do exist. The Illuminati actually started with Galileo. I'm a student of history, and I don't deal with the fantastical side and the supernatural side of accusing people of being in it. But I do go with the history side of it. It was started with Galileo after La Purga, after the Catholic Church killed a bunch of scientists, and you can Google this, and laid them out in the street because Galileo wouldn't retract his statement that the sun revolved around the earth instead of the earth revolving around the sun. So they went in and formed a secret society, the Illuminati, and that is historical fact.
Jelani, I got to go to other callers. So we got Goose. What do you want to ask Mark?
Well, I got two things. First of all, I'm starting to see things clear. I see why you didn't go off on Kanye no more, Sway. Because, I don't know what could have happened afterwards. He in the mafia.
Is that why I didn't go off on Kanye? Thank you, Goose. That had nothing to do with anything, but what's your point? What you want to ask?
And then the next thing is I want to ask him if he had any phone numbers or addresses where I could go sign up for the Illuminati.
Well, Mark?
Well, that's what people do. It just goes to show how degenerated our culture has become when people will willingly and want to, sell their soul to the devil for this materialistic, wealth, knowledge, the things of this world, and it's a symptom of our fallen culture. I mean, come on, we got the knockout game. We've got people who don't even know who the vice president is. Yeah. People have become so dumbed down and degenerate. It's incredible, and it's a symptom of the sickness of our culture.
As the U.S. government perpetuators of this Illuminati secret society phenomena.
Yeah, I mean, we're the imperialistic, satanic soldiers of this New World Order. President Obama met with the Bilderberg Group.
Go ahead, man.
President Obama is Illuminati. He's real Illuminati, not just an Illuminati puppet. He met with the Bilderberg Group, the shadow government that meets every year. People just denied it existed for 50 years until we just started surrounding them and finding them.
Has every president met with them?
Yeah, they're the kingmakers. The system is so rigged at this point, it's nearly impossible to break through. These people are all compromised. With the grassroots movement, with people like Rand Paul, we may be able to change the system. But that's why so many political parties do things that seem to be counter to their political party and their goals, because they have a bigger agenda. They have the New World Order global agenda, a one world currency. They're setting the stage for this ultimate Illuminati messiah to dumb everybody down, to keep everybody in debt, to keep them out of the way of the government, so that you don't go and protest.
But what's the ultimate goal and purpose of doing all of this, in your opinion?
To gain and maintain power, wealth, and control. And then the ultimate goal has to do with fulfilling Bible prophecy, setting the stage for the Antichrist to come, who will declare himself to be the Messiah and God, offering people eternal life here on heaven by becoming transhumanist, cybernetic, cyborgs in a sense. Once we unlock the code to aging, and it's going to be so. That's the goal, to gain and maintain.
That sounds like the movie The Terminator.
Well, we have Google just bought Boston Dynamics. So we have,
doesn't that sound like the Terminator? Do you believe that? Do you believe the end of the world is coming?
I think when the final few generations, and we have the infrastructure is being built, the one world currency is in the way, the global governments, the regional systems are all functioning. The clash of civilizations is building between the East and the West, and it is a wild time to be alive right now.
Thank you, Mark Dice. Give him a round of applause for coming on this show. The book is Illuminati in the Music Industry. We're gonna have to have you come back on. You're very interesting
and opinionated.
Yes.
Hey, next time I'm in New York, I'll hit you up.
Come on up. Come on by, okay?
Cool,
hey,
bro.
All right, man. Mark Dice, ladies and gentlemen. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Give me one more song. What do I want to hear? Play Lucifer.
You know what?
What?
Lucifer.
Get in the game. All right, 15 minutes into the hour, get in the game. Your chance to make it to the big time.
Yeah.
All you got to do is email us your music, give us a bio, leave a number, tell us a little bit about yourself, and you too may be on Get in the Game, like our next guest, Swag Tooth, is on the line with us right now. Swag Tooth.
Yeah.
What up?
What's up, Swag?
Swag Tooth.
What up,
man? So it's two of you guys, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's Dank Sinatra.
I like that name.
And Left Ginsburg.
The Ouija board boy.
Okay, the Ouija board boy, man. Now,
Left Ginsburg.
Okay, where you guys from originally?
I was born and raised in Las Vegas.
Wait, gentlemen.
Are they twins?
Y'all never practiced this, huh? All right, Left, you go first, and Dank Sinatra, you go second. Where you from, Left?
I was born and raised in Las Vegas, Sin City, man.
Las Vegas, man. I might be out there for New Year's Eve, bro. You still there?
Nah, man. Harlem's holding me down to the fullest right now.
Okay, in the Las Vegas, a lot of people from the Bay, a lot of people from Cali are there as well. What's the rap scene like in Las Vegas?
Really, the rap scene in Vegas is like a fucking melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
We have always, like, it's almost like we're just a beacon for the entire hip-hop scene. I mean, our culture has always been influenced by everywhere.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the Cali scene definitely floods over into Vegas, and, we grew up on shit like Project Blowed and all that Cali stuff.
Project Blow. Ooh, you freestyle Fellowship and all those guys?
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
Fellowship, man. Got me out of bed as a kid, bro.
Damn, that's what's up. Okay, cool. Now, Dank Sinatra, you from Dodge City, Kansas?
Dodge City, Kansas, that old West shit.
Man, what other rapper? Can you name one rapper that came from Dodge City?
Hell no.
Okay, so you're the first. So this is interesting. Vegas and Kansas. How did y'all come together?
We met up in Brooklyn. One of our homies made beats and we was just vibing together, and we just kind of fucking clicked after that.
Okay, well, you know, in their bio, Tracy just says that they're bent on making their own original brand of hip-hop that blends humor, white boy hood tales, and whatever other random thoughts they come up with. Give me an example of a white boy hood tale.
Man, let me tell you, bro. It ain't easy for a white boy in the hood. There's plenty of white boy hood tales for you.
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example. We used to basically, here's a white boy hood tale. We used to go and get the EBT cards, go in the store and get receipts for everything. Like we would find somebody's receipts for groceries, and we use the EBT card to buy everything on the receipt, then use the receipt to get cash and go get fresh.
Ooh,
that's some white boy hood hustle
that's
shit.
Game right there. Yeah, that's a round of applause, right? I mean, no, wait a minute. No, the cheating system. What am I doing? All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play 2 of your songs. This is Swag Tooth. That's the name of the crew. You already got an original name. And Dank Sinatra and Left Ginsburg. The first song we're going to play is Homage.
Homage,
right?
yeah.
Homage, yeah. And what is that about?
It's a silent H. It's homage. It's about paying homage, man, to the people that came before us.
Okay, hold up.
What a mouth.
Okay, hold up. It's homage, but it's like what?
It's just, it's about paying homage to everybody that came before us, and really the people who put down the stepping stones we're dumping across right now.
Okay, so is it homage or homage?
It's homage.
Okay, all right, man. That's the name of the song. All right, man. All right, so you guys let us know what you think. Should we put them in the game or sit them on a bench? 888-742-3345. Call us.
We chasing that irregular, we take on all of y'all. They make the law, we lay the law and break a lot of jaw. We chasing that irregular, we take on all of y'all. They make the law, we lay the law and break a lot of jaw. You talking all that shit, yeah. We doing all that shit, bro. If you don't say the truth, dog, don't say the swag it out. 'Cause you know that we got smoke a little peyote, bump a little E40. Tell you just what he told me, homie. Sprinkle me with that Jody. Call my sister Jody. Know she bout to hold me down when I come around. Son, I'm tipping slowly. Stay draped up like grandma's window and dripped out like sun to an igloo. I shot the beat like Ginsu and drop number 2 like pencil. Them people that I'm kin to, you don't know what we've been through. That city of the sinful brought up a savage mental. My mind state, get dough. My mind state, even if I gotta pull a kick though, and them steel toes like SIBO. I'm cool as just a Cheeto. Them nerds tell me I'm neato. I'm sliding with my people. So Ouija, are you with me? They heard I'm getting tipsy. Them people out to get me, so I'm drifting like a gypsy. Man, I'm trying to summon Biggie at the crossroads like Bone Fizzy, and I ain't with all that harmony, but no murderer for my city. So we chasing that irregular, we take on all of y'all. They make the law, we lay the law and break a lot of jaw. We chasing that irregular, we take on all of y'all. They make the law, we lay the law and break a lot of jaw. You talking all that shit, yeah. We doing all that shit, bro. If you don't say the truth, dog, don't say the swag it out. 'Cause you know that we got it. Pimple popping off some awesome candy, coke concoction. All this bullshit talking got them shocking. I just go off and keep on saying how I feel. Hearing what I do is real. You know that I know the deal. It's just talking, they got
The Swag Tooth. 888-742-3345 is called Homage. Should we put him in a game or sit him on a bench? We're going to go all the way to Texas. The Wolf. Put him in a game or sit him on a bench?
Yo, Sway, you can put him in the game according to the mainstream music that's what's going on right now. It sound all right. I'm a Brooklyn dude, so, you know what I'm saying? But according to what's going on right now, you can put him in. He did all right.
Well, okay, wow. All right, put him in the game. Michael in Toronto, what do you think?
Brooklyn, thank you, Brooklyn.
Michael in Toronto, put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
That's Mitchell, and sit him on the bench. That's not what the game needs right now.
Okay, thank you, Mitch. Dan in Chicago, put him in.
One for us, though.
Put him in a game or
Dude, your music sounds like a pit bull raping a small deaf child. Sit on the bench, dude.
Oh, how do you know about that?
Wow. What the hell? Queez in ATL, put him in a game or sit him on the bench?
Put him on the bench, man. That's the wackest shit I ever heard.
All right. Thank you. The wackest he ever heard. Shit.
Nice.
I know. At least you accomplished something.
Try harder next time.
All right. Andrew in Philly, put him in a game or sit him on the bench?
Put him on the bench, and it shouldn't be called homage. It should be called garbage.
Oh.
You so weird.
All right. Okay. We're going to move to the next song.
Yeah.
What's the next song? Fellas, what's the next song called?
Hearses.
like rehearses? Hearses?
Nah, like hearses. Like transporting dead bodies.
Oh, hearse. Okay, hearses. Okay, cool. And what is that about? Gentlemen?
Hello.
Yo, Ref.
Yeah, go ahead. What is that about?
Hearses is basically, I mean, it's self-explanatory. When you see somebody bending the block in a hearse, you know what's up.
Okay.
Better be fucking scared.
Okay, here it is. Let us know what you think. 888-742-3345.
Hold my hearse up.
Hearses. I be riding hearse. See me bend the block and everybody getting hearse. Hearses. We be riding hearse. Talk down on the roof and you gon' probably need a hearse. I be riding hearse. See me bend the block and everybody getting hearse. I be riding hearse. Pull over, hop out, put you in the hearse.
Skinny model bitches in my trunk. I pop it open. Skinny model bitches in my trunk. I pop it open.
Shorty pale, she poured the lean in my ginger ale. Holy grail, bitch, roll the blunt. We gon' have a little show and tell. We in them hearses, bending blocks I know too well. She snorts some Yale, them lean nails, good for counting my mail. My whip is like a hearse, these shorties dying to get in. I say that's cool with me, I love the coldness of their skin. Las Vegas is a crazy place, my darling, duck your head. They busting shots and flooding the blocks, put it in my lap instead. They dead if they fuck with me, got dead bitches fucking me. My skin is like the Ouija board, how gothic bitches touching me. Got killers in my company, this evil shit's a luxury that you can't afford. Speak ill of the Lord, your vocal cords gon' come with me. Suck a motherfucker, get back, unless you a bitch or a player with a pimp sack. All I really wanna know is where the chips at. All my killers really wanna do is so little Wody, let me get that. We don't really wanna see your wig splat, but there damn well could be a mishap. You don't get past that.
Hearse. I be riding hearse. See me bend the block and everybody getting hearse. We be riding hearse. Talk down on the roof and you gon' probably need a hearse. I be riding hearse. See me bend the block and everybody getting hearse. I be riding hearse. Pull over, hop out, put you in the hearse.
Skinny model bitches in my trunk. I pop it open. Skinny model bitches in my trunk. I pop it open.
Fingers blackened by the passion of a hard day's work. Bumper dragging on the wagon of my clean black hearse. Reverse. Take a bill up off the dash as I look up in the glass. Another prick looking for cash. Funny money like Monopoly. I don't play.
saw that clown that OUK? Yeah, you don't say. Don't wait, know exactly where that fat bitch stay. Disrespect I don't take, but for the rest,
Oh my hearse.
black candles, gold crosses, searching, serving them in them white churches, working, learning, even evil has a meaning and purpose. That real rap resurgence, out the smoke, the tooth emerges. You can sell your soul, partner, let me.
Oh my hearse.
I'm browsing Google, trying to look this voodoo curse up. To fill her brain, she thought I would fill her purse up. Gave her that Jonestown juice, she was out on the first cup. Check, please, valet.
Oh my hearse.
That was Hershey's right there. Swag Tooth is the middle of getting the game. If you like it or not, tell us to put them on the bench or put them in the game. We got Finesse in Houston. Should we put them in the game or put them on the bench, Finesse?
Man, I had to call y'all back when I heard this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put them on the bench right now, only because from a writer's perspective, that's like the hooks are so generic. I need y'all to step it. Y'all sound like y'all been listening to Danny Brown and just wanted to go ahead and just do his style. Like it's no go.
How do y'all respond to that?
How does that sound like Danny Brown?
Wait, one at a time, man. Go ahead, man. Left, go first.
I don't even see the resemblance. I got to be perfectly honest. Shouts out to Danny Brown, though.
Dank Sinatra, what do you say to that?
Yeah, that's pretty much my feeling. I mean, it doesn't sound like Danny Brown at all, but yeah, I'm a fan of Danny Brown. Shit.
Okay, cool. We got Hungry in Seattle. Put them in the game or sit them on the bench?
First of all, here's the thing. Put them on the bench. Your career is what's riding around in hearses. Let's start there. Because you first things first, you have to realize you have to actually live a lifestyle. You can't just watch and listen to every music genre and then start writing songs thinking that you're a part of the community.
Hey, do me a favor, though. Before you even finish that sentence, come to my hood and finish that sentence. That's all I got to say.
Fuck out of here.
Wow.
You don't know me, homie. You don't know me. You don't got the answers.
Oh.
You don't got the answer.
I love this, man. Tom in Pittsburgh, put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Dude, I laughed so hard when I heard that shit. I mean, that shit's actually funny. I mean, come on, dog. Riding hearses? I mean, that's the weakest shit I've ever heard, dog. Sit them on the bench, dude. Go back to the lab. Try something new. That shit ain't gonna work, dude. People are gonna laugh at you. Y'all a bunch of silly motherfuckers. All right.
All right, we got Fred from Kansas. Put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Put him in the game, man.
Look at that.
Come on, Kansas.
Kansas.
All right.
He's got potential.
Okay, got potential. Okay, we got Julian in Jersey. Put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Man, put him in the game, man. I'm gonna say it because they sound a little bit like Yellow Wolf, MGK with a little Iggy Azalea. It takes time. It takes time to get perfection. So with a year's time, I think they'd be all right, man.
All right, cool. Okay, we're gonna tally up. If you guys got a majority vote, we're gonna put you in the game. Tracy G.
It was 7-3, and the 7 says to put them on the bench.
Well, fellas.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Heather B, come sit with me on the bench.
Oh, there you go. Heather B. Heather B is in the bathroom momentarily.
Roll relay.
That's not the different bench she's sitting on. Hello. Listen, man, let that not deter you from your dream. You guys just keep working hard, putting your time and energy and making your music unique. And making your music the best it can be. You got 3 people that out of the 10 that called that actually felt like you got potential. That's 30%. So now you got to get to 40, 50, 60, 70%. And then there's a part of it where you're just doing it because you're doing what you love and what you want to do. And you got to put that first and foremost, too. All right. So how can people reach you if they want to reach you?
Swagtooth.com.
Swagtooth.com. And
Swag.
SWAG. TOOF.
Okay, Swag TOOF. Gentlemen, congratulations. You in the game for a moment. All right.
No, thanks, man.
All right. Thanks, Sinatra, Left Ginsburg. Up next, we got Celebrity Wire.
Yep, and it appears that Drake has finally responded on Wax to Kendrick Lamar.
Shade 4-5.
No! If you
you can't help them, help me.
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 38 minutes into the hour. Tracy G, what you got?
All right, so let's start off by rummaging through Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom's business, because we know that Khloe, she filed for divorce recently from her husband, who's soon to be ex-husband. They were married for 4 years, and there was a lot of speculation for months that their marriage was over for a couple reasons. One, there are rumors that Lamar was a crackhead. There are also rumors that he was cheating, that he made that video where he was doing some whack rapping, talking about when Khloe's, on vacay, I be on the DL. So maybe he's messing around with some brothers.
In the
shadows.
Hold on, man. That's
Allegedly.
That's a stretch. I don't
He
believe
was
that.
topless with another topless man.
Allegedly.
Recording.
Chief
People
Keef
also
did a
record
video
sex.
with a room. Chief Keef did a video with a room full of toppers.
Talking about on
guys.
the DL? Another reason why they could...
Come, you took that out of context.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Another reason they could be divorced as well is because you, Sway, was grabbing on
That ain't
Khloe's...
true.
It's on video.
That's not had nothing to do with it. That was,
And then-
I took the video down.
Okay, fine. That never happened. And then, of course, yesterday Lamar was saying that it was actually Khloe that turned him into a bad person. Either way, we know that they're headed towards Splitsville. And Khloe's daughter, she's 15 years old. I'm sorry, Lamar's daughter.
What? She hasn't even had a kid. Where you getting this
I
from?
take it back. Lamar's daughter, she's 15 years old. He had a former relationship with this woman named Lisa Morales. She's actually coming out and giving her opinions on the divorce. And she expresses happiness, joy that they are no longer together because she has no interest in seeing her father with someone who's very nasty. This is what she said on her Axe.fm account when she was talking to some fans. And she said that she does not want a reconciliation to happen at all so that she can have her father all back to herself. And when someone asked, hey, are you going to try to keep up a relationship with Khloe? She just replied, LOL. So it looks like she's happy with that, and nothing is going to happen in the future.
All right. Thank you, Tracy.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay, so R. Kelly is in the news. We know he has his most recent LP, Black Panties, but let's go back to his catalog a bit, specifically 2002, when he had The Best of Both Worlds, his collaboration with Jay-Z. But recently, he did an interview with Elliott Wilson for his Crown series, and he talked about how Tupac was actually supposed to be originally on The Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, so we got out there and we met, and I told Pac, I said, man, I got an idea, man. We should do The Best of Both Worlds, man. Rap, R&B. That was actually the first supposed to be Best of Both Worlds situation, and the first song I wrote was I Wish.
Wow. That would have been interesting. Pac and R. Kelly.
I can't really see it.
What? That would have been like, man, that would have just been basically back then, R. Kelly was the biggest thing, and he wrote this. Yeah, see, you never know what direction it could have went in with Pac.
You're
being
right.
a conscious revolutionary at the same time, as hard as he was then.
Look at Wonder.
Let me hear the mix. Yeah, that's interesting. Congratulations to Elliott Wilson, too, for his Crown series. He's done excellent work throughout this year with some really big interviews.
Definitely, definitely. And a big story that happened this year, everyone was following, was the history between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Because we know they started off as cordial, seemed like they were boys, but then things got chilly when Kendrick did his Control verse. Then it got even colder when he was doing his BET Cypher, and then he had his line, nothing's been the same since they dropped Control. Of course, both of them did interviews. Kendrick did GQ. Drake did an interview. They were taking subliminal shots at each other. But now, in December, Drake, he's on Future Shit. That's the name of the record. Mike Will made it, produced it. And people are taking a couple of his quotes and interpreting them as shots at Kendrick Lamar. Have a listen.
I hear you talk about your city like you run there. Then I brought my tour to your city. You my son there, nigga. But I had to come through for the remix. On my haven't done a verse in 8 weeks shit. And if a nigga say my name, he the hot shit. But if I say that nigga name, he still the hot shit. Fucked up, lucky I don't feed into the gossip. Niggas act like they don't know, but they should know. Yeah, I just think it's funny how they dangling the baby. But I'm the one that's killing niggas on the hook stove.
So, after hearing the verse...
I've always said, if Drake focused his energy on battling these dudes, you might awaken the beast.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it at all. So after hearing the verse, TDE's Hierarchy, Punch, and Dangaroo, they were on Twitter and they were giving their opinions on that verse. One of them said, ha, 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 that's it? Really? Then someone else said, if this is the best shit niggas got, I feel sorry for him. LMAO, that was punch. So, of course, you know, they're obviously going to be rooting for Kendrick Lamar. I personally think this was an okay move for Drake.
Thank you for your opinion, Tracy G.
I hate you.
Thanks, that's good. Thin line. Up next, we got a big surprise. Yeah, you didn't know about this.
You going to surprise me?
Say 405.
Welcome to the listener line.
New message.
This is Adisa from Atlanta, Georgia. I just want to know, if there is a condition for having everything handed to you, what is the condition for having nothing handed to you? What is the condition for poor kids? How do we get off?
New message.
Good morning, Sway. This is Ned from New Jersey. I would like to say that I love Carl Banks. I got a G3 jacket from 1986, New York Giants. I just want to say thank you and keep up the good work, Sway, as a B, and the whole Sway family in the morning. Love you.
New message.
Hey, yo, what up, Sway in the Morning Show? This Bruce from New Orleans calling to let you know on your list, the hottest thing should have been on your list was the interview you done with Kanye. That shit was off the meter. Telling you. Had the whole New Orleans talking about it, man. But y'all stay up, keep up the good work, and keep doing what y'all doing. Love you, big brother.
New message.
That boy, Color TV, oh yeah, let me hit you up. This is Dixon over here in Texas. But damn, boy, that kind of, what's his name, Color TV. Boy, that boy is live. Y'all need to have that nigga on there again. Y'all need to have that cat on there again. That's all I wanted to say. That nigga, how do I dub that? How do I dub that? That Color TV. Color TV.
New message.
I'm just calling and saying, look, the Illuminati is the Illuminati. Yeah, they racist. And also, put in there, they also are very, very satanic. The dude's right on a certain level. But the thing is you look at the Masons, because the Illuminati is protected basically by...
New message.
Hey, this is Lorena Malna from Long Beach. I just wanted to comment on Mark exposing the Illuminati. I think it's true. The Illuminati is the Antichrist. Fuck the Illuminati and fuck anybody who thinks that the Illuminati is something. They're fucking pieces of shit.
New message.
What's up, Shay 45? It's man Ty out of Norfolk, Virginia. I love what you guys do. I love the aspect that y'all put in independent artists on the show. And just, y'all make really good music. So keep doing what you're doing.
All right, Sway in the morning, man. Before we take off, we got to tell you about tomorrow's show. The legendary Jeff Gordon is going to be here. Woo! NASCAR's very own Jeff Gordon is going to be here. Also, Jeff Rudin is going to be here, casting director. It's going to be interesting. Jen Rudin is going to be here. She's a casting director for the Stars. So if you're trying to get into business, we may even audition you tomorrow. So listen, today on Rap Fix, we're going to have a humongous cipher. Everybody's going to be there, from Lantana to D1 to Emilio Rojas to 360 to Sky Zoo, Locksmith. It's going to be crazy. 4 p.m. on MTV Jams and as well as MTV.com. I'm only naming a few, but it's going to be 15 rappers. And today we're celebrating a very special day.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise.
It's Trey Famous' birthday. Trey Famous' birthday.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. 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 If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Trey Famous is finally 21 years old.
Thank the Lord.
Last time we did our party in Atlantic City, everybody got in except for him.
Y'all left me at the door. I just want everybody to know. Y'all look back. Y'all was like, deuces. It's okay, though.
I was like, good. You need some money for lunch? We're going to play for, now you're 21, man.
So we headed back to AC Sway, and I'm ready to turn up
for part two.
Part two.
You got a real ID instead of that fake ID?
I do have the official Trey Famous ID, so no worries this time.
And we thought instead of just getting you a pound cake, we'll get you 2 cupcakes.
I love it.
Okay, well, go ahead and blow out your candle and make a wish. Ooh. Yeah, what you wish for?
He had that wish already. Oh, you don't want to know what I wish for.
Okay, you're absolutely right. Get your ass out of here, man. Happy birthday, man. Literally, get your ass out of here. All right, Tracy G.
Hi.
You can be reached where?
I can be reached on Twitter at It's Tracy G with no E. That's the same for Instagram.
Have the B can be reached where?
At the Happy Hour, WHB.
And I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of great stuff on Sway'sUniverse.com. Go check it out for yourselves. And also go to wakeupshow.com to see some of that new live Wake Up Show Unplugged footage that we plugged up there. And until tomorrow, we have nothing.
My bad.
Left to say.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?